Today, we're talking about what could happen if Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, also known as Fazza, becomes the ruler of Dubai. If this happens, it would change how things are run and affect the lives of his family members a lot. Sheikh Hamdan has been the Crown Prince of Dubai since 2008. If he becomes the ruler, he'll have a big role in making decisions, running the place, and representing Dubai to the world. He'll carry on the work started by his dad, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, who is the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and also the ruler of Dubai. Sheikh Hamdan's family is important too. His wife, Sheikha, and their 3 kids would also have important roles. They'd have to do official stuff and go to events, showing how royal they are. Other family members, like his dad, brothers, and relatives, will still be important in Dubai. They'll help Sheikh Hamdan with running things and making decisions. But being in the spotlight all the time can be tough. People will watch everything they do and say, and sometimes criticize them. This can be hard to handle. In short, if Sheikh Hamdan becomes ruler, it's a big deal for the Maktoum family. There will be good things and tough things, but they'll keep being important in Dubai's story. The UAE follows Islamic law, known as Sharia, which influences how inheritance works here. Unlike in some other countries where people can decide who gets their stuff when they die, in the UAE, there are rules about who gets a share of someone's property called legal heirs. This means you can't just give everything to whoever you want. Some of it has to go to specific family members. Understanding these rules is really important, especially for foreigners living in the UAE. It affects how you plan what happens to your stuff after you're gone, making sure it matches what you want while following UAE law. These rules aren't just about personal belongings, they also affect businesses and property ownership. Planning ahead is crucial to make sure everything gets passed on smoothly and to avoid any problems later on. Figuring out which laws apply can be tricky. If someone passes away in the UAE, their inheritance is usually governed by the law of their home country. But if a foreigner owns property in the UAE and makes a will about it, UAE law usually applies to that. To sum it up, foreigners in the UAE need to understand the basics of UAE inheritance law to protect their assets, make sure their wishes are followed, and navigate the rules about who gets what after they're gone. Planning ahead and following the law can help preserve their legacy and fulfill their family obligations according to Islamic principles and UAE law. In the United Arab Emirates, UAE, while forced heirship is a fundamental principle in succession law, there are exceptions allowing individuals to customize their estate planning. These exceptions include creating a valid will to specify asset distribution, applying the laws of one's home country for non-Muslim expatriates, making lifetime gifts to reduce the estate's value subject to forced heirship, utilizing joint ownership or beneficiary designations to bypass forced heirship rules, structuring businesses and real estate ownership for smoother succession, and seeking legal advice for comprehensive estate planning aligned with UAE laws and personal preferences. It's crucial to ensure that any exceptions comply with UAE legal requirements, emphasizing proper planning, documentation, and professional guidance for a seamless asset transition while respecting family dynamics and cultural norms.